All right, I just kind of wanted to get on here and talk about UFC 6 and just kind of yap a little bit about what's going on in the UFC. Yeah, I watched the trailer and it looks like UFC 5. If we're being honest, it looks like UFC 5. It's going to probably just be UFC 5, a little bit different, if that. The character models look very similar. The animations looked very similar, but I don't even really necessarily care about that. Please just fucking make the gameplay better. I find myself whenever I play UFC 5 getting extremely frustrated because I I can't do anything other than throw strikes to the head, and I don't like throw strikes as in like boxing. Like I don't really throw kicks all that much. If you because it's a huge risk and not a whole lot of reward. I mean, like leg kicks especially. I'll throw one leg kick. I'll throw 1,000 fucking leg kicks, and if they land, eventually your leg might hurt after fucking 1,000. Or you check one and my leg's fucking broken instantly, and now I'm fucking tweaking because the game fucking sucks. Same thing with body strikes in general. Like, they're not worth it. I'll throw 1,000 body strikes, and after 1,000, maybe I can finally knock you down once. But you're gonna throw an uppercut, or you're accidentally gonna throw a knee and murder me in one. And the other thing too, I don't like, which I hope they fix. I hope they fix all of this. The knockdowns. I don't know how many fucking times there's been a game where I knock someone down 10 times and I'm like, holy fuck, like, is this going to end? Or, I'm throwing a body strike and they throw an uppercut and I'm just slimed out immediately after one punch. That has happened so many times. And I hope they fix that. I hope they can change it in whatever way they find. But please just change it. It's very annoying. I find myself playing Fight Night Champions from the Xbox 360 a lot more than I play the UFC, any of the UFCs anymore. So hopefully they can make a good UFC game finally, but I'm doubtful. It's EA. They just recycle their games, and we are all dumb enough to continue to buy it. Although I did not buy UFC 5, so I like to consider myself not an EA consumer, but I am. I still play the game, and yeah, hopefully they can fix some of the stuff and prove me wrong, but let's be real. I don't think they will. In terms of real UFC, got Strickland versus Chimaev this weekend. I know a lot of people are talking about the trash talk, kind of focusing on the trash talk, but I don't think that will play any part in this fight. When you fight Sean Strickland, you know what's coming. You know he's going to start talking shit. And even, I don't know, I don't think it'll have any effect. If it does, that'll be cool, but even Chimaev showing in his last interview, or last couple of interviews, that he doesn't really care. I laughed. Chimaev actually kind of made me laugh when he was talking about how much he loves him because he's bringing in the money, he's bringing in the views, and I just think that's ultimately how you got to see it. You got to see it as that. They're just trying to fuck with you. Don't let them. You're gonna make money. I think that's the best way of looking at it, and I think that's the opposite of what Strickland probably wants. So, if there was anything that would make me lean more to Chimaev, that's it. I was already pretty much full Chimaev. I will have a full prediction video tomorrow. I'll either record it tonight or I will record it and upload it tomorrow. I need to get that done, and I will get that done. Yeah, it's hard to pick against Chimaev after seeing what he's done, and I see a lot of comparisons to the Strickland Adesanya fight, but you really can't take anything from that, I don't believe. The striking dominance and the grappling dominance are completely different, unfortunately. That's just the reality. I've seen it so many times where I like to just, cope and pick. But let's be honest, I don't know. Chimaev probably is going to just ragdoll him and either sit on him for 25 minutes or he's going to sub him early. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully Strickland can get up and make it a somewhat entertaining fight. But it's hard against Chimaev. The fighters were in the White House today, I believe, or maybe yesterday. I'm not fully sure. But it was kind of a funny visual to see the four of them in there. Seeing Topuria standing next to Donald Trump with that smug smirk on his face, and seeing Gaethje just kind of stand there smiling and looking very happy to be there. It was funny to see that. And I don't know what's going on with Donald Trump and his love for these Brazilians, man. He was very, very happy to see Paulo Costa the first time, and he let him know how he's a handsome looking guy, and how we got Donald Trump talking about how big Pereira's hands are. And I'm just saying, maybe there's something there. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. But they did their face-offs, and every time I see Topuria face off with anyone, I am shocked at how small he is. But let's be honest, it's not going to matter. I'll have an actual prediction video when we're closer to the event, but I think everyone knows that Topuria is going to win that fight anyway he wants to. I see Gaethje's training, getting that wrestling ready, which hopefully that has an impact, makes it a little bit more of an entertaining fight. But it's hard to pick against Topuria, just like how it's hard to pick against Chimaev. So, although the Pereira-Gane fight I'm excited for because I'm a huge Alex Pereira fan, but I especially do not like Cyril Gane at all. So hopefully Alex can get that third belt. And I see, a lot of people are talking about how it's interim, so it doesn't count. Like, fucking grow up. It's still a belt, and it's not anyone's fault other than fucking Gane's that it's not for a real belt, because he can't fucking not cheat and poke someone in the eyes for once. So if you're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at him. I will pray every day until the fucking fight if that means that Pereira will win, because I cannot fucking stand Gane. Pereira gets bigger every time he fights, I guess. He's grown taller. I know it's probably the shoes or whatever, but there's no size difference at all when they did their face-off versus, I think, a few years ago. Probably around, it was probably when, I don't even know when that would have been, that Gane and him had that face-off years ago. I don't know what fight that would have been. But they did a face-off previously, and Gane looked a decent bit bigger, but it's not showing. It doesn't look like there's going to be a huge size advantage. And I know everyone's talking about how fast Gane is and whatever, but Alex Pereira fought at middleweight. He's got I think that's 3 times the fucking lighter man skill now, or 2 times the lighter man skill. So maybe that the speed will transfer. I know he's not a fast guy, but still, hopefully Pereira can get that. I hope he does. I'll be very sad if he doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have my predictions up for tomorrow, and hopefully it will be entertaining. I hope the main event will be entertaining. I am pretty confident that the Van fight will be entertaining. Not sure about the Volkov fight will be entertaining. He's not that entertaining of a fighter. You look at all of his fights. Not a huge, I don't know. It'll probably be pretty boring. But Buckley, I think that'll be a good fight. I think I'm honestly leaning towards Buckley. I don't like the approach he's taken in the media, where he's just turned into Max Holloway all of a sudden and just fucking keeps saying we'll find out May 9th. But I do like Buckley as a fighter. I think he's one of those people that after a loss like the Kamaru Usman fight, where he got dominated in the grappling, I think he's going to actually improve drastically on that. I think he's just that type of fighter. And yeah, I'm leaning towards him. But Sean Brady's has the better wins, I'd say. So we'll see. I'll have to make my mind up, think about it a little bit. yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'm wrong about UFC 6 and it's going to be a good game. Looking forwards to that, but like I don't know, it's probably not going to be. EA fucking sucks. Yeah, please subscribe.